The second book that I have is book 4, which is entitled Cooks to Endurance. And this is about work that was done in the 1920s on into the early 30s about modern steam. What happens is the initial development of automobiles, which occurred right about 1900, there were electric and steam and gasoline and everything else possible in between. Started out internal combustion engines, ended up being successful, but the first steam cars made were by Stanley and White, and they were somewhat awkward. The main reason they were awkward is they had not really invented electricity by then, or had electricity available. By using electricity to control the various fans and motors and pumps and control systems and solenoids in steam, it made it highly effective. And there were half a dozen people who worked on steam cars up to that time. Coats and Endurance are the name of a couple of the modern steam cars. Basically, nothing is left from the work. There are no pieces or parts or engines or cars or trucks or anything left. We're lucky to have a few photos. We're lucky to have figured out some biographical reports on the people involved. Very nice people, very bright people. The other thing interesting that happened is the people who were in the steam car business usually did not have enough money, usually had no way of talking people out of money. They were able to attract very, very intelligent, good people to help them engineer and make prototypes. And then, by the time it was all over, they ended up being in the stock fraud business. I do not think they started out wanting to be in the stock fraud business, but because they did not make money, could not get a factory going, could not manufacture, they ended up, the only thing they could do to make money was stock fraud. So it's kind of a long and sad story, but on the other hand, the amount of work they did, the patents they got, the equipment they made is informative. It explains a lot about modern steam. It explains the history, and this is the only place you'll see that history.